of For Real Talk Live. Real situations, real conversations for real people about God, life, love, family, and more with your hosts, relationship experts, the Seymours.
For real talk. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about God, life, love, family. For real.
Hello, family. How y'all doing today? We are looking forward. I'm telling you, Dr. Seymour is here, the queen of love. And I'm telling you, she got something in store for you guys today. She has been getting wonderful and great results after the soap and the oil. You guys been talking about it, and oh my God, she's here to share more with you guys today. The queen of love, what do you have to say to the people
Well,
today?
tonight I'm so excited about what God is doing here in my life and what He is doing with the people of God that's calling in and inboxing, and I'm praying and believing God that you are declaring and decreeing the things that you need God to do in your life. I'm happy about some of your relationships that's being restored and how that we're being an inspiration. We're receiving messages from all over, about how that your life has changed, your marriage is improving, the women that's saying, I took your advice and things are happening. So we're here to encourage you in any way that we can. We're here to bring love back into your home, into your marriage, into your relationship. We're here to watch you be excited. And I love to get the response from you all. I love the response that we're receiving from y'all. And I pray, that y'all that is coming through good, that you're getting good vibes from what we're saying and doing over the air. Evlis, what would you like to tell them this evening?
Oh, we just been so appreciative of you allowing us to come inside of your home, inside of your car, and I want to let you know to share. Let them know that the Queen of Love is on. Subscribe, share, hit that button below, and let everybody know that the Queen of Love is on, and she's here to share about relationship, and we're answering questions. If you want to call in. If you want to call the hotline, if you want to inbox a question, if you have a question, just inbox and let the people know, and let Dr. Seymour know or myself what you would like to know, so we can answer you the best way we can.
Yeah, I'm very inquisitive this evening about questions,
Yes.
in the inboxing, because I've been receiving so much. And I want you to know that the strongest love that you can ever meet is black love.
Wow.
Black love is the cornerstone of society.
Beautiful.
So when you can meet, and I'm not prejudiced concerning black or white. It's not a black thing. But when you can meet true black people that knows how to love, then that is the cornerstone. In other words, and that cornerstone cannot be moved or shaken. And when you get a group of people that come together that understands love, I was talking earlier about when you can find your twin, your flame.
Twin flame.
When you find your twin flame, it lights a spark.
Yes.
And it causes things to happen. So we want to work this evening on, everyone building their relationship, talking more, having conversations, not closing the other one out, not slamming the doors, not shutting your mind down. When you shut your mind down, I think we had on the show last week, and I don't want to talk about it anymore. That's the end of that. That's how the enemy gets room into doing things that he want to say, because we open up the door. So this evening, any way that we can be encouraging, and I know we have questions, I know we have comments, but any way that we can be an inspiration to your marriage or your relationship,
Yes.
we want to be that just for you. Listen, stop. Text, share, Facebook. Listen, get your friends on, tell them we're on the air, and send in your questions. It does not matter how foolish it might sound, how dumb it might sound. We are here to answer your questions this evening. And the number here is, we have numbers where you can call in, 833-372-79. Give them the number, Evers.
833-372-7911. Call in, ask your question, ask the love doctor, what's going on, talk to me. Be frank, be upfront, talk to her. It's real talk for real people, and we know people have real situation.
Facebook, live, Dr. Adelia Seymour. YouTube, Dr. Adelia Seymour. Instagram, Dr. Adelia Seymour. We appreciate you, your comments, and your questions. We appreciate you. And tonight, Elvis, before we get started, we had one or two comments about the oil and the soap.
Wow.
And I need from the other side, because Sunday we had so many comments about what we're doing here with the oil and the soap. This is something that God gave me. You know, me being a natural herbalist, God has given me the herbs to put together that's going to bless you. So listen, we want to wash away the old and be ready for the new. But if you're still having the old dirt, the old mind, that old feelings, and you don't know how to come out of it, listen. This evening, I have some testimonies that you all really, really need to hear. You really need to, and I'm going to give them 2 or 3 minutes to address you, but Amy, if you don't mind, come up here real quick, and I'd just like for you to share. With them real quick for me.
Well, a lot of you don't know my history on marriage, but I've been married 3-4 times. And Too many times, of course. Not listening and carrying things over into the next relationship, from not realizing that the guys that I've been with, I was carrying a piece of their personality with me every new relationship I went into. And it was starting to ruin my love life as a whole, even with marriage, even with being single. I felt like I had to just keep going and going and going in order to meet the right person. Up until Apostle gave me this soap about 2 Sundays ago, or maybe a Sunday ago. She gave me the soap and the oil to bathe with and anoint myself with, to cleanse myself of all of that negativity energy from past relationships, all of the hurt, all of the unforgiveness, everything that was on me from each relationship that I didn't realize that I was carrying into my next relationship.
You had to cleanse yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
And God gave me the remedy. That's why we call it a detox. And I have a detox for the inward. And God gave me the soap and the body wash for the outward. And so, Amy, I'm not going to cut you off because we have another one too. But I just want people to know that this is real.
This is real.
This is real.
Yes.
And we're going to shift after tonight.
Ma'am.
Go ahead, Amy.
Yes. And the soap gave me, I took a nice, I love to soak in the tub. A lot of ladies do some every now and then to relax. And that soap, I used that soap while I was in there, and I began to cleanse my skin, and I washed myself from my head all the way down. And I just told God that I wanted a clarity on love, on how to have an openness about love so that I can receive love in a positive way instead of taking all the negativity from past relationships, from one relationship to another. And I had a little bit of this one, a little bit of anger from this one, a little bit of mind control from this one, a little bit of hurt from this one, and I was taking all of that into my relationships, causing them to end abruptly because of me carrying past relationship and past hurts into the new. Wow. Well, that soap gave me so much clarity. It opened up my mind. It allowed my eyes to be able to see. And not just be looking, but to be able to see what God was trying to show me.
Girl, not looking.
Looking, Apostle.
Not looking.
Looking, Apostle.
But able to see.
But able to see what God really had for me and what God really had chosen for my life. And that soap began to wash away all of that negativity. Once you get rid of the negativity, you're open for love and happiness in a harmonious relationship.
Wow.
Thank you, Apostle. Thank you for the soap, Apostle. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes,
thank
ma'am.
you. She shared it in the congregation Sunday.
Wow.
Yes.
And I mean, I sold out Sunday. Listen,
Yes, ma'am.
men and women under the sound of my voice, we sold out Sunday. I had a case of soap
Yes,
and oil
ma'am.
Sunday.
Yes, ma'am,
When
you
I
did.
came, the men purchased it as well because there are men that still carrying
That's right.
other women on them.
Yes.
You don't realize when you've gone into another woman, there's thing that we call carrying spirits
Yes.
around with us. And so you're wondering why you're not able to make it in that relationship because you're still looking for that last love or the love before that love. Yes. So we got to have a cleansing. And what God gave me, he said, make this soap And he showed me all of the ingredients to put in it.
Yes.
And then he gave me how to make the oil. Listen, men and women of God, God been teaching people how to make oil since the foundation of time.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
this is not voodoo. This is something that's going to help you get clarity and go into your marriage and your relationship. You say, well, I've been married 40 years. So what? I've been married 20 years. So what? You can always get rid of the old and go into the new. Amy, I thank you because I see what God, and when you got clarity, then God was able to give you a scripture. God was able to give you revelation.
Yes, ma'am.
You was able to teach Sunday morning and bring newness into my ministry.
Yes, ma'am.
And so I don't want to talk so loud. I get excited. But I hope that this is really helping someone because this is really real.
Amen.
This is real, women. Get that old man out of your system. Men, get that old woman out of your system.
Yes.
And then if it's family relationships, wash that stuff away. And you're going to be decreeing, and there ain't no more soap out there like it.
Yes.
You cannot substitute this. You cannot say, well, I got somebody else soap. You cannot say, well, I use somebody else oil. I'm using someone else oil. I make my own oil. I pray over my own oil. That's not the oil.
That's right.
God gave me a remedy.
Yes, he did.
It's called relationship oil. And what God gave me was herbs that I've gotten from some different continents. And I mixed those oils and herbs together, and this is what I got. And only thing we're sending out now is samples. I'm sending the samples so that I can get the testimony from the sample.
That's right.
If you want a larger amount, you have to call in or inbox or cash out. And we just have a small donation of
$21. $21 get you a small sample bundle.
That's it.
small sample
And
bundle.
you do not want to miss it. Let me tell you, young people, I'm one of the young ones. Young people, you do not want to miss that soap, even for your future, for your future
destiny.
For your destiny, so that you can end up with the right person. And you won't have to be like me, carrying one thing or another thing, carrying an extra baggage from one relationship to the next. You'll soon become a bag lady and single without love. And I thank God for allowing Apostle to make that soap and allowing her to bless us with that soap. You don't want to miss it. Thank you out there. Thank you. And don't forget to purchase that soap and that oil. God bless you. God bless you.
Listen, you said, well, how do I get this soap? How do I get this oil? Listen, Cash App, $EA Seymour 1, $21. I think you can see it on the screen. It's Cash App, EA Seymour 1, $21. Listen, and I am trying to work fast at getting some more put together. I got the team with me. I have the team with me. They're helping me get this soap together. They're helping me put this oil together. You don't want to miss it. Answer the calls. The phones are ringing. When the phone rang, answer those calls. 833-372-7911. Listen, I know you gonna want, listen, you are going to want this oil. You're going to want this soap. I'm not ready for her yet. You're going to want this oil. You're going to want this soap. You're going to need it. Listen, you need it. If your marriage is jacked up, your relationship is jacked up, you're going to need this. Wash away. What can wash away my sins? Nothing but the blood
of Jesus.
We want to wash you. And I'm guaranteeing you results. I'm saying Amy came back with hers in 7 days.
Yes.
You want that relationship to get on the right track? I challenge you. You want your husband, your wife, your children? I challenge you. Get this soil, the oil, and the soap. At this time, I have another word or testimony. That's why if you listen and follow me, come yourself over here and come up when I get ready for you. I don't care how y'all want to do it. I'm doing it this way. So now, come on over here, Duchess. Because she was telling us in the church the other day how that see, how that, everybody's shaking their head at me, but see, I'm the visionaire. And so you can't get frustrated at me because I'm the one with the vision. And y'all perfecting it. It's my job to do the job. It's your all's job to carry out the assignment.
Amen.
Amen. I get my orders directly from heaven. That's why I have the remedy for the oil and the soap, not you.
Amen.
Amen. You just run the computer, the buttons and stuff, and I run this. Okay. So much for that. Now, Bridget came to me, and God began to reveal to me what was happening with Bridget's life, and how that women, we can be involved with so many things and people that we get distracted and our whole life get messed up. Men, you could have been involved with so many women and people in your life that your life get jacked up. Your life get jacked up, you keep on going in normal, but you're wondering, why can't I get content? Why can't I never get myself together? Why? You meet men, you meet women, but nothing never even, like get settled. And so God told me to make this soap. And the first person, he told me, say, make some for Bridget.
That's right.
He said, because what has happened, Bridget has gone from relationship, friends that don't like you. You have people that have spoken negativity over your life. Y'all better hear me. There are women that other women have been jealous of you because you're beautiful, because you have nice long hair, because you have a nice body. You don't know what enemy has prayed negative prayers about you, of people that have said negative things that have left your life messed up and miserable. And you're saying it's okay to be alone. It is not okay. But I mean, if that's what you want to do. And so when God gave me that for Bridget, I come to her, I say, God told me to make you some soap and oil. And I want her to share her testimony. Bridget, she moved from West Palm Beach, y'all. And she's a singer, by the way. Go ahead, Bridget.
Praise God, praise God. When Apostle told me what God had told her, it was the answer that I was looking for. It made a whole lot of sense. And when I got the soap and I used it exactly the way the woman of God had instructed, I called her the next day. I said, I feel so clean.
Yes.
It was not only an outer clean, but it was an inner clean. It was an immediate lifting off of me. And it's amazing how we don't realize that things are happening in the spirit when we are in intimacy with other people.
Wow.
And how they leave the residue behind. And no matter where your mindset is, if you don't do that spiritual cleansing, you're going to remain there. And that's what happened with me, Apostle. And as soon as I used the soap, and I told her, I said to myself that I was washing away all that old stuff that had happened previously, and then I began to anoint my head with the oil to signify the new beginnings. And the very next day,
there you go, girl. What happened?
The very next day, I was getting all this attention from all these men, and it was just like. And then she said, what happened was they saw you all the time, but when you did the cleansing, they were able to connect spiritually to it, and it made a lot of sense. So
it made a lot of sense. I'm trying not to turn around, but
that's okay. You were saying that once you were invisible, when you rinsed all that old stuff off and anointed the new, you became visible to the everything that you want to connect to. So I tell you, women, this is no gimmick. It's all about mind, soul, body, and spirit. And we got to line that thing up. And this is what it allows us to do. We wash off the old, physically and spiritually, and then our minds and our hearts connect, and we got it going on.
Girl, we got it going on.
Amazing.
Listen,
Amazing.
This is real. I know it doesn't sound real. The marriage is all jacked up. Husbands messed up. Wives messed up. Both of y'all can take a shower together. If you all have the perfect marriage or a good marriage going, then take a shower together. Order a double set so that you can knock out all of the old. Yes, that's because he might have been involved with others. You've been involved with others. Or you all are in a relationship and trying to figure out should we get married or not. Let's get some clarity. Am I right? Oh, she gone.
That's right.
You want to get clarity in your marriage or in your relationship. So let's wash away the old. And I'm a firm believer that old can jack your life up. That old can mess you up for where you're going in the new. I challenge you. The number of Elvis, give them the number for the soap and oil.
The number to call is 833-372-7911. Again, the number is 833-372-7911.
And what you got to know, when I tell you, I'm not kidding. When I tell you that this oil and soap is selling quickly,
yes, it is.
It blew my mind. Last week I had so many orders that I was trying to get it all out, because I don't have a factory. Because this is something new God gave me.
That's right.
So all I have is arms and hands and legs, I run and go get the stuff and come back. praying that they haven't sold out. And I'm saying, oh my God, girl, God, I didn't know it was going to be like this. But whenever God is in something,
Yes.
whenever God is in that something, you've got to expect the supernatural.
Natural to happen.
You've got to expect things to happen spontaneously.
That's right.
And it began to happen so quickly, and suddenly I ran out and didn't get to fill everybody's order. And then I came back Saturday night while I'm in the kitchen praying and getting myself together. I don't know how much Saturday night, and I got my granddaughter to help me fill the cans and the orders. Came to church Sunday and sold out.
All gone.
All gone.
You gotta
So
put in
now
your request.
I got to get up tomorrow and do it, because I want you to have your order between Thursday and Friday. I don't want you to wait a week. I don't want to operate like that. But if you're interested, you'll call us at 833-372-7911. Inbox us. I think that you have our inbox information. Inbox, right? You have our inbox information out there. Send a cash out to $
EA Seymour. $EA Seymour 1. EA Seymour and the number 1. And I think we have some questions.
And it's very interesting. It's very interesting
Yes.
because the thing that God has done with me for years, God has used me. I am a holistic doctor, and God has been using me with herbs. It seems, I want to say this, since I was 11 or 12 years of age. So I never knew that it would take to this degree now. When I was 11 and 12, I would always be doing something, taking leaves off trees and Chinaberry trees. I don't know if y'all know about the Chinaberry tree and stuff like that. And I was always doing something. I was always doing it, not knowing that God was raising me up for such a time as this.
Amazing.
I was always in curiosity doing something, to help people get well. I was always thinking of a way that you could take something. And then I took the course in herbs, and now we're working on a whole lot of other stuff.
Yes.
Even the tonic, women, there's a tonic that you both can drink. There's a tea that I have that you both can drink. $21.
That's right.
Is it $21? How much? Because they purchased it yesterday.
$21.
$21. I'm just sticking with the 21. We'll just stick with the 21 for a period.
That's right.
And that way we won't get confused with prices. Because I had told someone another price. But I have a herbal tonic that can wake up your bedroom life. Men and women. Husband and wife, you both can take it. Men, it's male and female. I have an herbal tonic. Shalalabo Sunday. You don't speak in tongues talking about sex, do you hear me? But this stuff is so good. And I'm saying, God, I don't know if y'all read the banner on the back of the wall here at the church, but we say miracles are falling. This is the season for your miracle. Save your marriage. Save your relationship. Save your bed. Save your bedroom. Let's do what we have to do. Men and women, that's adults, you do what you have to do to save your relationship. If you say, well, he can't function like that, but you love him, let's help him function. She's not sexually active. Let's help her become sexually active. So I know we don't have a lot of more time, but I really wanted to get that out there. Sow your seed tonight. And everybody's saying, we don't need no herb, we don't need the soap. Well, just sow a seed of $21 into what God is doing now. Sow a seed for someone that don't have it.
That's right.
But sow a seed into what God is doing on the relationship clinic. Wives, you might not want your husband to know. Get your own P.O. box or whatever. Let me send it to you. Oh, we're going to do what we have to do in here. We're going to do what we have to do. And before we go off, we have something else we want to share with you. But real quickly, they're trying to get my attention. Yeah. Saying, we have some questions. So we're going to open the floor up for questions. Celia and Bridget, what are the questions?
Queen of Love, I've been dating a man of God for about 6 months now and want to take it to the next level, intimacy. How do I proceed?
Well, if he's not the one that's making the approach and there's an operative time, then do what women do. I mean, there's nothing wrong with you feeling on him as well as he's touching you. There's nothing wrong with that. But if he's serious about you, then try to see where that relationship is going. But before I tell you to become intimate with it, you have to know if that's your life mate and where do you really want to go with him, because we can find ourselves becoming intimate and then it's just an intimate affair.
Yes.
So you don't want it to just be an intimate affair. You've got to know if this is your life mate or this is someone you want, because to get involved with a preacher or a pastor, precious soul, precious heart, you better make sure and very sure. Inbox me some questions and let's talk later. I'm not going to hold you a long conversation, but know for sure, because when that man is a pastor, there are 4 or 5 other women thinking just like you. Trust me. I'm not trying to start nothing in nobody's church, but in most churches where that pastor is single and he got 25 women and 4 men, you do the math. And most of them are not going to like you and don't have long hair and be halfway pretty. Don't have long hair and be halfway light-skinned. I'm just telling you, this is real talk for real people, and this is a real situation.
Right.
So before you try to give up your body or your sanctuary to him, do you know that he's the, I mean, like, where's this going to go? But now, if you know that you are a guaranteed lover and that you can make love to change his mind and to shift in the way that he's thinking, that you can help shift his mind and help him make up his mind, then give him your goodies. I hope I said that good. Give him your goodies if you think you have the power to shift the way that he thinks. But if you're not sure that you have the power to shift him and to help him to get his mind together, don't do it.
That's good. Got to have the power.
You gotta have it.
Dr. Seymour, how do you enhance a relationship after a newborn?
After
A newborn.
Evlis, you want to answer?
No, I think that's a good question for you. I'm listening.
All of them are good questions for me. I think what you have to do is have a crib for the baby. There has to be a bassinet or a crib. There needs to be another bedroom for the baby. Because what happened, the enemy uses the baby to cause separation. And when the separation starts, then he starts getting lonely because all of your time is spent with the baby. So for the first 2 or 3 weeks, start that baby to learning how to sleep on his or her own in a bassinet. If you put the baby in another room, you put the sound, there's a sound little thing that you put in the bedroom where you can hear every sound that the baby makes. Don't start with the baby in the bed with you if you have a man or if you have a husband and a wife. Never start with the baby. I can't tell you what to do, but I can give you advice. Because if you don't, you all are going to grow further and further apart. And when women first have babies, we have no desire for sex because our body is open and we just come through all the trauma and the pain. So she's not in a romantic, loving mood anyway. So, but and then you allow her husband to put the baby in the bed. That's the wrong thing to do. Start with putting that baby in the bassinet. And if you have to share the baby in the same room with you, that's fine. But make sure that baby is in the crib, a bassinet, with this thing where you can hear. I forgot what it's called. It's like a little phone, baby monitor. Thank you. But put that baby on another bed so that baby will not be in the bed with you. And woman, don't let that baby cause your husband to have to go and sleep around, because once he starts sleeping around, the intimacy loses. Now he's falling in love with fresh meat. Question.
That's good.
Dr. Seymour, is it okay for a woman to ask for money from her ex when her husband is financially down?
I can answer that.
Oh.
No.
He couldn't answer the rest of them.
And, don't bring nobody you asking for trouble. You asking for danger. You got to make it happen.
He can get out and say, okay.
That's right.
I think that's very dangerous. That's disrespecting the man of the house. That's disrespect, because the other man should never know what's happening in your home. So if you invite him into your problem, then he have a right to even ask you for the bed.
That's
You've
correct.
given up your bed, you've given up everything. So I think that's totally disrespect. I would never allow one of my exes to know that my husband cannot financially support. But let me tell you something about me. I'm not going to allow family members, or nobody, to know the weaknesses of my husband. It's just knowing the weaknesses of him, period. If he's not able to function, sexually function, my family would not know it because I would do something as a lady to make it happen for him. If he's not financially able to support us, I would never allow the family to know it. I would do something to keep him covered. It is the job of the wife to keep her husband covered at all times.
Amen. Beautiful.
What do you do as a single woman to keep yourself? I mean, honestly speaking, I know I'm saved, but I am a woman and I do have needs. I just want to know.
I think, you know, a lot of women talk about fasting and praying. My show is not about fasting and praying.
Get it right.
They have a sex store. And if you have ever been sexually active, if you've ever been sexually active and you've been touched or penetrated before, I don't have the right to ask you now to keep yourself. I don't have the right to ask you to do that. It's right to keep yourself, but I don't have a right to say certain things because the flesh gets weak. The spirit is willing, but that flesh gets weak. And when that flesh gets weak, what happens to women, they get emotional, mean. You know, everything about them change when that time comes that they want some intimacy in their lives. So they will get distracted, they can't think. You know, they get in heat. Now watch this. A male dog knows when a whelp dog is in heat. The male dog knows when a female dog is in heat. What more then about a man and a woman human? So what the male dog does, when the female dog gets in heat, he sniffs around her. He sniffs and he sniffs and he smells. And then he goes in there. After he finishes, he don't go back. So if the female dog is not kept in a closed place, sexual activity happens to a female dog. Now we're asking about humans. Let's be fair. So when a female gets in heat, you will find her moving her body a certain way. Her body gives off a certain
Energy.
chemistry.
That's right.
Chemistry. And things happen in her breast line. Things happen with her buttocks. Women, I say, now y'all don't go there and say I ain't going to her church because she, held to the law. You do what you think is right. You do what pleases you.
That's good.
Dr. Seymour, what do you do as a wife when your husband's sex drive is lower than yours?
Oh, I don't think that's true. I think that what has happened to a lot of women, there's no way he can be more active than us because I talked about this about two weeks ago. Yeah, he has, the socket is always available. The socket, and someone put it out, inbox me about that. The socket is always available, but the plug have to get ready. So, but it does.
It does.
The socket is always available. Women never allow him to feel that he's sexually too over sexually active because you can satisfy him in different ways. Now, is he turning you on? Let's go here. Is he fixing it that you can meet him at any given time? Because maybe you need more stimulation than what he's willing to give you. How much stimulation is he getting or giving you? You know, some things there have to be foreplay. Is he giving you enough foreplay that can cause you to be active whenever he wants it? Now, women, a long time ago, I used to tell the women, get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and work him. You don't have to want it to always do it.
5 in the morning.
Yeah, yeah. You don't have to always want it to do it. You're doing it for peace sake. Question.
I'm sorry. How do you handle your spouse when he is addicted to drugs?
Ooh, that's different. That means some bills are not being paid. That means y'all are about to almost get evicted. That means you're having to hide and lie about money. First thing you do is you need to communicate. Let's find out, why is he addicted to these drugs? What do we do? Bring him to the church. Bring him to the Wisdom Center. Let's get some help. That's the first thing you need to do, is get help. Because if you don't get help, it's getting worse. You can't tell me, woman or lady, that bills are not past due, lights are past due, water, gas, food. You're probably having to get rid of a lot of stuff because money is going unnecessarily in drugs. Listen, he needs deliverance. And don't you start sharing with him. He needs deliverance. I haven't seen couples yet that when they're living in that situation, that they are financially stable. The cleaners closed, the cars are probably broke down, you have to hustle a ride to buy the drugs. You all better hear me. Woman, you better woman up.
Yes.
Change some things about your love and what you're doing. If this man is addicted, get some help now, not tomorrow. Now, inbox us. Inbox us, because there needs to be some communication going on here. I have time for another question.
Yes, Dr. Seymour, what should you do if your spouse is just simply boring?
Go in the bedroom, put a couch in the bedroom, and you take one leg and put it across the chair. You know, I was selling some Chase lounges. I'm always selling something. And you take and put one leg across the Chase lounge and the other across the back of the Chase lounge, and just lay there and see if he's stupid, dumb, or crazy, or retarded. Because if he don't respond, or if he just don't see you, the Negro stupid, dumb, retarded, or crazy. Walk through the house butt naked. But if you've been doing it all the time, then it's not nothing that's going to grab his attention. So that's why I tell women, don't become common. Because when you become common, now he's bored. And you have to watch men. Anything get their attention. A dog, a puppy, car, game, cell phone. Now, my husband loves cell phone. I believe he got a porn site on it. Because the way my husband be on the cell phone, like 18 hours out of 24, he got to be looking at naked women.
No response.
No, because that's what he's probably looking at. But when you look at him next time, you don't see his cell phone, that means I broke it.
One more.
One, but that, I ain't broke now another one. Oh, I threw one out the window 7 years ago. That's what you do.
There we go.
He knew he was marrying a street woman that got saved. I didn't forget my street knowledge.
That's right.
I just took on the wisdom of God. Y'all better hear me. I never forgot my street sense, but I took on the wisdom of God, because the wisdom of God is the impact of the knowledge that you need now to operate in ministry with these men.
Powerful.
If you don't have no knowledge and you're not around a leader that's got wisdom, your life gonna be jacked up. It's gonna be jacked up. Find out what he like to eat. Have a picnic at home.
Do something different.
Yeah, do something different. But men are easily to be distracted. Well, if women are home, most of the time if women are home, they're cleaning and cooking. The average woman, she's cleaning, cooking, and decorating, taking care of the children. He's sitting down. She's cleaning, cooking, decorating, doing something constructive. He's probably sitting down, watching the news or ball game or playing a game or something. Not all men. I know all men don't do that. So I don't want to sound biased, but that's how it really goes.
And those conclude our questions for tonight.
Really? My God, you all worked the mess out of me. Wow. Well, listen, I want to talk about the soap and the oil again. If I have any people, any person, male or female, it's just not about female, male or female, and you're interested in the soap, $ EA Seymour 1. EA Seymour 1. Let us ship it on out to you tomorrow. You'll get it no later than Thursday or Friday. Now, that's not for to bring the action into the bedroom. My tincture, my tea is what's going to help you in the bedroom.
That's right.
You know, the husband or the wife, because you said he's not interested, give him 2 or 3 ounces of my tea for 2 or 3 days. I guarantee you, you're going to call in with a testimony. He need my tea, and that will attract him a little bit more. He's not attracted because maybe you need to do something different. Amen. Now, Evlis, I know you have something to talk about.
Well, today, before we go off the show, Dr. Seymour has been, I'm talking about, working tirelessly, and this new line that she wanted to put out. She's been going to the chemist. She's been going to the chemist, working with the chemist to perfect this scent that she's bringing to the audience, and I'm telling you, it is amazing. It is amazing. It is amazing. We released it yesterday at the church, and it's amazing. And today we want to bring it to our audience who has been following us. We want to release the first line of the Seymour's EA Seymour collection. We have the first line today, and I'm telling you, it's French perfume, and it smells amazing. We Dr. Seymour, every store she walk in, everywhere she go, people always love the way she smell.
Yeah.
I'm talking about her scent always capture the essence of people. So she decided that, okay, she's going to work on her own line, and she has perfected. She has 2 or 3 more lines that's coming out. But right now, she has perfected this line, and I'm telling you, it is amazing. The scent is, we have the sample. We have the small.
And don't give her no price.
We have the small bottle, and it's I'm gonna get it on the camera real quick. All you gotta do is you twist it up, and you twist it back down. Amazing. And we have the 100 ml also. So if you are interested, if you want to smell it and you're interested, you can inbox us. Inbox us at, where the inbox at CC?
Adelia Seymour on Facebook Live.
Adelia Seymour and Facebook Live. Inbox us and Adelia Seymour Facebook Live if you want to learn more about Dr. Seymour first line. And I'm telling you, you're going to love it. You are going to love it. It is elegant. It's a touch of her sharing to the world, and it's already in 1 store, and we are going to launch it in a couple more stores here in the Atlanta area. I already was sending out some texts. Already getting feedback. People want me to send it out to them. So it is amazing. So if you're interested in to know what Dr. Seymour smell like when she step out of the house, this is the latest fragrance. We have the man coming soon, but this is the fragrance for the lady. The first line is EA Seymour, and I'm very proud of her for the work that she has done and is been doing.
I wanted to tell them that the fragrance smells it brings attractions.
Yes.
It's not a fragrance to buy because you want to draw attraction to you, but it smells attractive. And I had to keep, every time they would bring one fragrance, I didn't like nothing flat. I wanted something that people, when you put your clothes in the laundromat, they will remember you. They will know, oh, this is her line. This is Bridget. Or this is Seymour. And so, like, everywhere I go, I can't go nowhere and folks say, where is that smell? And so when we was designing this smell, I wanted to find something that was always drawing people to me. And so I think, and we're going to eventually change the bottles, but this is what we did in a hurry to get it ready. In case any of you are interested inbox us. You know how to inbox us, and you know the number. Call us, inbox us. We have a lot of things that we're doing now in this season. Miracles are falling in this season. Remember, hit like, hit share it with your friends, share it with people that you know need to watch this. Make sure that you tell these men about the tea that we offer. We have, don't forget about the soap and the body wash, the wash, the oil. We're just bringing stuff to the table now.
Yes.
In this season, we're bringing stuff to the table. And before we close this evening, I want to ask you all if you would sow a seed into what God is doing here with us. We're trying to get this production going.
Yes.
We're in the market of doing our book now.
Yes.
We've gotten our producer and promoter, and we got so many things going. And if you would like to sow into what God is doing with Dr. Seymour and Elvis, listen. So, cash $ EA Seymour 1. $ EA Seymour 1. You might want to sow into your destiny of what God is doing with the Seymours here. So I want to encourage you, and I want to encourage you to order your soap, if you would like to order some perfume or cologne.
Perfume.
If you would like to order, it's original. It's not no water in it. It is real French perfume. We went to the chemist, and they worked with us, for 3-4 days. It took a little time because I was difficult about the smell, but I think you're going to love it.
Yes.
And I have a model that's going to be coming on with me next Monday to just model the perfume for us, that you can see how they really react to it. We sold, I don't know how many bottles yesterday.
Wow.
So it's really going, and I am encouraged about what God is doing here. Tonight, I'd like to encourage you to sow a seed. Cash App, $ EA Seymour 1. You don't want to miss my soap. You don't want to miss the oil, and you sure enough don't want to miss my fragrance.
My God.
God is doing great things here with the Seymours. Now listen, it's time to go. Until next Monday night. Your questions, your comments, you can call us. We are available. Inbox us. We love hearing from you.
And let us know, give us the results of your soap. Let us know how you enjoying your soap. Give us the testimony. We're looking forward to share it. And I'm telling you, God is going to do amazing thing. It's real talk for real people with real situations.
I dare you to say it again.
Real talk for real people.
Now you put some energy in it. Do that again.
Let me tell you, it's real talk for real people with real situation. We love you all.
See you all next Monday night.
Thank you for tuning in to For Real Talk Live with the gentleman, Elvis, and the love doctor, Evlis Seymour. Please be sure to send in your relationship questions. Also follow Dr. Evlis Seymour on all social media networks. Tune in every Monday night at 8 p.m. to For Real Talk Live.
For real talk, let's have a conversation. Let's talk about God, life, love, family. For real talk,